Good morning, everyone. So here we are on Good Friday. Sometimes I wonder, why would people call this day when Jesus was crucified a Good Friday? And analyzing one of the possible explanations that there's a medieval word for good, which means holy, which is linked to obviously Good Friday. So in other words, talking about Holy Friday as opposed to be Good Friday. Others might say, well, God's Friday. But ultimately, it is a day which is holy. It's a day where it's very solemn. Mass is not celebrated anywhere in the Catholic Church on Good Friday. And that's because the only sacrifice that takes place is the sacrifice of Jesus Christ himself. I'll remind you just in terms of what will happen in the different churches. Today, both at Star of the Sea and at Blessed Sacrament, there will be Stations of the Cross at 10 o'clock. And there will be veneration of the cross at 3 o'clock this afternoon at both churches. There will not be Mass tomorrow evening at Star of the Sea. There will only be Mass at Blessed Sacrament tomorrow morning. The next Mass will at Star of the Sea at Mhlanga will be on Sunday morning at 7 o'clock. That'll be the Easter Mass. So please set your timetables and work that one out. Those of you who want to get a confession, I'm sorry, you've missed the boat. The opportunities for confessions have been advertised over the last couple of weeks, and you won't be able to find confession either today or tomorrow. So we find then that Jesus is crucified probably around 9 o'clock in the morning, because there seems to have a lot has happened during the night. I mean, Jesus has been scourged, he's been dragged between Pilate and Herod, and been brought back again, cross-examined, and eventually crucified at around about 9 in the morning. And he was on the cross until probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So about 6 hours. So they talk about the 9th hour. That first hour would have been 6 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock. 9 hours later would be 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But we find at the crucifixion only a record of Mary and John. It's in John's Gospel. We don't find a record of John and Mary, that little thing, in any of the other synoptic Gospels, only in John's Gospel. And John's Gospel of the crucifixion is quite brief, so we get through it quite quickly. But Jesus, at least Pilate decides to put the sign on the crucifix, Jesus Christ, King of the Jews. And remember that the Jewish leaders are not interested. They said, why don't you say Jesus? Well, he claimed to